Okay, we'll jump straight into the interview with Sam Rands now, the lucky guy that got into BBC Radio 1's Access All Areas and decided to play an hour of K-pop, even being recognised for his efforts by Scott Mills, who was on air at the time and switched to Sam in the middle of his show.
Oh my God.
Enjoy the interview. Welcome to the show, Sam. Can you just introduce yourself and tell us when you first got into K-pop?
Hi, my name is Sam, I'm 22, and I got into K-pop in the August of 2011 by watching the Mr. Taxi video and getting obsessed with it. Those are the days.
Can you tell us all about your Radio 1 experience, how you got involved with it, why you decided to do a K-pop hour, and so on?
My experience at Radio 1 was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Being able to go into a studio that is meant for the most world famous DJs and record producers and doing what I wanted to do, which of course was K-pop, was such a liberating thing to happen. And I don't think I've gotten over that yet. But basically what they wanted, the Access All Areas studio, was you filled in an application form, told them what you wanted to do, and they decided you could come in and do it. So out of about 1,000 odd people, I got one of 37 places, and it was, like I said, fantastic. I decided to do a K-pop hour because that's what I like in music. K-pop's been a big thing for me in the last few years, and I wanted to share that with people. Just at the time, after I'd done my show there, I had people coming up to me who worked at Radio 1 going, how did you get into that? That's awesome. It's really different. We were like interpreting the songs together. That's what I wanted to achieve. I wanted people to ask questions, people to research, people to get into K-pop the way that I did.
When did you find out that Scott Mills had not only talked about his love of K-pop, but had actually cut live to you in the studio? And what was your reaction like?
I found out while I was in the studio. I was about halfway through and was told, yeah, Scott Mills has played you on national radio. And I just couldn't believe it. Especially when I heard that he was talking about G-Dragon and Crayon and stuff like that. I just couldn't understand, I couldn't comprehend that what I was doing, which was supposed to be almost a bit of fun, was being played on national radio. It was amazing, and the feedback I've gotten from that and people tweeting in to Radio 1 talking about K-pop has been fantastic. And I think that's what needs to happen if we want anything else to come from this. We need to be in constant contact with radio stations going, yeah, this is what we want. There's a big majority of us. This is what we want. Play more of what we want. I mean, that's what Radio 1 does. They play what the nation wants to hear.
Have you actually spoken to anyone at Radio 1 since being at the studio? Any calls from Scott to come back in, perhaps?
Unfortunately, I haven't spoken to anyone at Radio 1 since the day I was there, apart from just a round-robin email saying thank you for taking part, which I'm happy about. I mean, it was such an amazing experience. I can't thank them enough for everything that they did, even though all they really did was just put me in a studio and give me a producer, but it was still amazing.
Are you surprised that there's a weekly K-pop radio show based here in the UK? And will you be telling your friends about it?
I'm a little surprised that there is a weekly K-pop radio station, but I'm glad that it's there as well. It's doing what I wish I could do and help spread the word and give, like I said earlier, people what they want. People want a K-pop radio station. This is providing it for them. And of course, I will be letting all of my friends know about it.
Who is your favourite K-pop group and solo artist?
My favourite group is Girls' Generation. I feel like that's probably the default answer these days, but they are just fantastic. They got me into this K-pop thing, and I haven't looked back. It's been such an amazing experience, watching them grow, seeing them do different things, acting, musicals, MCing. They are just amazing to watch. My favourite solo artist is probably Gatin, because she has such a presence. She's an amazing integral part of Brown Eyed Girls, but she can just do what she does solo and gets away with it, and it's just fantastic to watch and listen to, and she's amazing.
There have already been some great collaborations between K-pop stars and Western singers and groups, but what collaboration would you most like to see in the future?
The one collaboration that I'm very much looking forward to between K-pop and Western artists is probably the Psy, Snoop Dogg, G-Dragon thing that we've been teased about for like the last few months. It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how cringy it's going to be, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Of course, a dream collaboration would probably be someone like Girls' Generation, and maybe, I don't know, Beyonce, someone like that, but that's probably shooting way out of the park. Or maybe Gatin and Justin Timberlake. Imagine that stage, that would be fantastic.
Finally, Sam, thanks for answering all those questions. If you want to finish off by telling people what K-pop really means to you, please go ahead and share your thoughts now.
When I first got into K-pop, I always thought that people would judge me for liking something different, for being passionate about something different. But now I've realised that it's not weird at all. K-pop is not weird. A couple of Fridays back, I got to be in a room of 17 1's and K-pop fans, people that I've never met before, and it felt right. It felt like I should have been there before. It was an amazing experience, and if you feel the same way that I did, almost embarrassed about what you like, don't. For me, as an example, K-pop has got me places. Not like I don't have a career in K-pop, but I've gone to Radio 1. I've been played on national radio because of my dedication and passion for K-pop. I've met some amazing people. I've reconciled with friends that I thought were lost because of K-pop. That's something amazing. And if you feel ashamed or embarrassed, or if you feel like people will tease you, then realise that those friends are probably not worth having. If you're passionate about something, then my God, show it. Be who you want to be. Proclaim your love for every K-pop act that there is. Plaster Facebook, Twitter about it. K-pop has been an amazing thing for me to have, and I've enjoyed every second of it. Don't let your passion for something be burdened by other people's opinions. Be yourself, love what you love,